Good afternoon, native students. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do squaring, abstracting, and billing. Remember, I'm not going to be looking at any taking offs, so I'm just going to be using the calculations that I have already done to try and explain to you how this is done. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first thing that I would like to show you is the dimensional paper. The dimensional paper is made up of 4 columns, of which the first column, which I've marked A, this is called the timesing column. You see that 2 stroke there, it shows that I'm timesing. And the dimensional column, the big column, is called the dimensional column. So all the calculations that you have done, or the worst calculations that you've done in the description column, is what you come and put here in the dimensional column. And then the C column, this is called the timesing column. As you can see there, that is timesing. And the D column, I say this is where all the descriptions and where all the worst calculations come in. So I'm going to be showing you how you do squaring. When they say square, abstract, and bill. So this is squaring. 6.00 multiplied by 0.26, it gives us that 1.52. Remember, it's being timesed by 2. So this answer times 2, it gives you this 3.12. This shows that we have squared. So what do? You come and then you underline that answer, showing that you have squared, and then you come and then you put a tick on top there. Another example, this 6.00 multiplied by 0.20, it gives us that 1.20. So this 1.20 is being timesed by 2. So that answer times 2, you come and get this 2.4. And then you underline there. Please, guys, don't forget to underline. I don't know how I forgot to do this, but then you shouldn't forget to underline. So I have squared. I'm going to get marks for that because that is squaring in quantity surveying. Students, it's TK here. So I'm going to be showing you how to do abstracting. The first thing that I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to look at the abstract paper and its columns. So the first column in the abstract paper has got 4 columns. This first bigger column, the second tiny column, a third bigger column, and the fourth tiny column. And then it continues again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after 4, it continues again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what exactly comes in these columns? This is where, in column 1, this is where the unit of measurement comes in. It's also where your descriptions comes in, even though it exceeds to other columns. It's also where your squared answer with its unit of measurement comes in. Okay. With that being said, what is abstracting? Remember, when they ask you to abstract, they'll give you trades. They can say carpentry and joinery. So which means you only have to go and look at the carpentry and joinery calculations in your dimensional paper, and that is what you're going to abstract. They can say earthworks, which is another trade, which means you only have to abstract what's everything that has to do with earthworks. They can say masonry. Whatever trade they give you, that is what you have to deal with in your abstract paper. So the first thing that you do when you're abstracting, you first write the trade that you're abstracting, e.g. carpentry and joinery. And then second, you write the unit of measurement. What unit of measurement am I talking about? I'm talking about the unit of measurement of whatever you are calculating. Remember, where do we get all these unit of measurements and descriptions? This we get from the dimensional paper. Remember, when we are abstracting, we only abstract everything that we have squared. Remember, in the previous lesson, I taught you how to do the squaring. So everything that you have squared is everything that you abstract. Where do we get these descriptions? These descriptions, we get them in the dimensional paper, in the dimensional column. On whatever you have squared, there is a description there. E.g., back to the dimensional column, we have got the wall plate, which is under joinery and carpentry trade. So this is what we are abstracting. Remember, this says 6, meaning the wall plate is 6 meters. Remember when we squared, we said this 6 times 2, because there are how many wall plates? There are 2 wall plates, and it's going to give us a total of 12. So we have squared. So this is the answer that we squared. This is only what you are interested in, this 12. So what unit of measurement is the wall plate? The wall plate is measured in meters. We are talking about its length. So that's the unit of measurement that we are going to be using on the abstracting paper. Remember, on the abstracting paper, we also need descriptions. So this is the descriptions that we are going to be taking, that we are going to be using on the abstracting paper. So all this information is coming from the dimensional paper, where we did the squaring, where we get the unit of measurement, where we get the descriptions. So this 12 that we have squared is very important. Coming back to the abstract paper, we have learned from the dimensional paper on the wall plate that is measured in meters. So after you write your trade, carpentry and joinery, you write the unit of measurement of whatever you are calculating. We are calculating the wall plate. It's measured in what? In meters. Where was this taken? This was being taken from page 2. Then you come and write your page number in this small column. After the unit of measurement, we come and write the description. What did the description say? 38 by 114 sawn South African pine pre-treated wall plate, including bedding and cement. And then the answer that we got when we were squaring the wall plate was 12, isn't it? So we come and write that 12 down, and then we come and rewrite it again with the unit of measurement. After you're done with that, you underline. And then we come to the pay lines, the pay lines. So the pay lines are also under carpentry and joinery. So the first thing that you write is the unit of measurement for the pay lines. Remember, pay lines, we are talking about the length. They are measured in meters. And then after the unit of measurement, you write the description. After you write the description, you come and write the dimension that you squared. Where? In the squaring column on the dimensional paper. E.g., let me go and show you. When we calculated the pay line, we realized that it was 39.84. And the description is what we are seeing right now. So that description is what we are going to take, and that is what we are going to put under the unit of measurement in the billing paper. Sorry, in the abstracting paper. And that 39.84 is that 39.84 on the bill paper. Students, it's TK here. So I'm going to be showing you how to do the billing. So it has got these columns. The bill paper has got these columns. And the first column is the margin column. This is where you number your work, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 or A, B, C, D. The second column is the description column, where you put all the descriptions. The third column, which is the unit, this is where you put all the unit of measurements. The fourth column, which is D, is the quantity. So this is where you put all the quantity. And there is the red column. You put nothing there at the moment. And that is the F column. You put nothing there at the moment. We are not interested in that. Okay, so what comes in these columns, and where do we get this information? So remember, what we are billing is everything that has to do with carpentry and joinery, because that is everything that we abstracted. So you can write roof construction. Your bill paper can have a bill number, and then it can have the trade of whatever you are going to be billing. So what comes in the margin column is the number, like 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes in the description column is the description. Description of what? Of everything that we have abstracted, e.g. the wall plate that we abstracted and the pay lines that we abstracted. So where do we get this description? This is the same description that is in the bill paper. You just copy that and then you come and paste it in the description column. This column is where we put the unit of measurement. Where do we get that unit of measurement? Remember, we said the wall plate is measured in meters. So that's the m that we take, and then we come and paste it here. Okay, how many meters is the wall plate that we need? It's 12 meters. So the quantity that you take that 12, and then you come, you place it here, because that's the quantity. And then you're done. That's that. If you are doing quantity surveying, N4, N5, N6, this will really help you out a lot. Remember, there's something that I forgot by the abstract paper. When you are done, you have to put cross on your work with different color pens to show that you have cross-checked your work. Thank you. That was all on billing.